Hey everyone, it's me. I am coming to you from, of course, inside of my car because this is car talk. I want to talk about a recent surgery I had, which was a repeat from about 15 years ago. I don't remember how many years ago, but it was quite a few years ago. Could have been even longer than that. Last surgery I had, which was similar, was way back in 2004, 2006-ish. The one thing that happened years ago, started to have a lower back pain. It was just across my lower back, slightly above, about hip line. And I was working in a bank, so every morning I would get up and take, ibuprofen. And all day I'd sit at work and I was fine. But on the weekends, get up, take my ibuprofen, but then I would walk, and I would walk with my daughters at the mall or wherever we were going to go. And after about 20 minutes, I had to sit down because the pain across my lower back was so excruciating. It was excruciating. And I dealt with it for a long time like that. And one day I jumped out of bed, sat down, and the pain went into my left hip, down my leg. My leg was just on fire, and it was just like someone was taking a knife and slicing down side of my left leg. Foot was on fire. Our oldest daughter went with me to St. Luke's, and they literally had to lay me down because I couldn't sit. It was pinching a nerve. They did a x-ray, found that I had L4, L5, the bulge in one of my discs, and I had to take off of work. I couldn't work. Had to go into surgery, had a microdiscectomy. They removed a third of my disc, L4, L5 area. I got back up and started walking at the gym. Within a week, a friend of mine dropped me off, and all was good. And then since then, it's been about a couple of times a year where my sciatic goes out and I have to go and do chiropractic and take half of a hydrocodone just so I can get up and go to the bathroom and rest and ice. And so it does go out once in a while, but it doesn't cause any numbness in my feet, etc. But about 3 months ago, excuse me, I was feeding our dogs, stood up, and I felt like I was being stabbed in my lower right hand side. I did not know what was wrong. Not only that, my knee went numb. The skin on my knee was numb. And I said, oh no, oh gosh. Went into the VA. They thought it was just sciatic. They gave me steroids. Steroids did not work. Nothing worked. I'd have to, if I went with my husband to get food, walking through even a local grocery store, I'd have to bend over just to release some of that pressure from my sciatic. Went to the VA 3 times, begged them, please, at the stabbing pain, the numbness in my leg, gave me steroids, went in for CT. They said I had calcification in the L4, L5 area, in that disc area. And I said, it's got to be something else because my knee is numb. And there would be times when my thigh would be on fire. It was just, it was pretty intense. And so finally they got me in for CT. After I begged them, it took about a month. Found the L3 disc was bulged, severe herniation of L3. And oh no. So we discussed the plan of attack. They had me on heavy-duty meds. They tried to do everything they could. It was a little bit too late at this point. So finally had a second microdiscectomy, which included this time a hemilaminectomy. And that was about 3 weeks ago. 3.5 weeks ago now. Oh, it was rough. This one was really super rough. Getting out of bed was just excruciating. Get up, go to the bathroom, try to raise yourself up with not a lot of upper body strength. It was tough. They got me for PT the following day after surgery, and just getting up and down the stairs was excruciating. This one was really, super kind of rough. And primarily, I think it's because the last couple of months I have not been able to go to the gym. I can't, my husband and the level of activity on my behalf has been low. So it's been rough. But what was strange about this surgery was they went into the same area as the last. But after I got out of surgery and I showed my husband my back, it literally looked like I had a Polish sausage sized abscess across the top of the incision site. It was probably like this long. I have this huge bulge on my back, and I was like, holy cow. Couldn't believe it. Sorry. So I iced, rest, ice, rest. It was weird, and it's gone down, but I still have this lump on my back. It is smaller. It is probably this big across, but it is still, there's still a lump on my back. So I ice as much as I can. They say it's going to go down, but I feel incredibly uncomfortable unless I have a shirt on my back that's not form fitted, that causes people to see my bulge. It's really weird, but I don't regret having surgeries, but this surgery was just tough. And so I'm getting along. It's been more of a struggle, but I'm glad I went in the direction of a microdiscectomy compared to other people that have had complete fusions. I want to maintain my mobility as long as possible and just try to get up and get stronger again. There's nothing better for me than shedding some weight and getting stronger. So wanted to just say the microdiscectomy is the least invasive on my behalf. It was the least invasive of all back procedures. So I am walking. The first week after surgery, I had to use a walker outside. I would walk, just up and down in front of the house. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I couldn't do hills. I couldn't go fast. It was my husband walked with me. It was the old lady walk, which is fine. But just wanted to say microdiscectomy was a saver for me. Is it a lifesaver? For some, yes. Others, no. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Other than that, I think I'm okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.